Ministry of Home Affairs reiterates guidelines to states and union territories for interstate movement of stranded persons. States asked to develop protocols for receiving and sending stranded migrants, pilgrims, tourists, students and others. States need to agree on movement by road subject to certain conditions. Active COVID-19 cases in India reached 23,651. Death toll reaches 1,074. 8,324 patients recover. Government urges all its officers, employees, outsourced staff to download Arogya Setu mobile app to break the transmission chain. Union Heavy Industries Minister Prakash Javadekar holds video conferencing with country's top auto spare part companies, discusses revamping of auto sector, also receives various suggestions from auto spare parts companies. Economic activity resumes in Goa, country's first corona-free state, while Meghalaya declares 10 of its 11 districts as green zones, allows inter-district movement in the state. Ramayana telecast on Doordarshan breaks another record, becomes the highest viewed entertainment program globally on television. Veteran Bollywood actor and director Rishi Kapoor succumbs to 2-year leukemia battle at 67. He will be remembered with a smile, says family. People from all walks of life condole his untimely demise. In international news, global tally of confirmed COVID-19 cases goes past 31 lakh with over 2,27,000 deaths. United States worst hit with over 60,000 casualties, followed by Italy, Spain and France. US says the drug Remdesivir is showing clear-cut positive results in diminishing time to recovery. Good evening and welcome to this bulletin. I'm Shubhendu Ghosh. Hope you're doing well. In a big relief to migrant workers, tourists, students and others, people stranded in different parts of the country due to the ongoing lockdown were on Wednesday allowed to move to their respective destinations with certain conditions. Now, in an order issued to all states and union territories, Union Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla said on Wednesday that buses would be used for transporting stranded people and these vehicles would be sanitized, would follow safe social distancing norms in seating. The order comes into effect, listing the conditions. The ministry said all states and union territories would designate nodal authorities and develop standard protocols for receiving and sending such stranded persons. The nodal authority shall also register the stranded persons within their states and union territories. The moving persons would be screened and those found asymptomatic would be allowed to proceed according to the Home Ministry directive. On arrival at the destination, they would be assessed by local health authorities and kept in home quarantine. All those people who avail the opportunity will be encouraged to use Arogya Setu app, through which their health status can be monitored and tracked. That's the directive that has come for interstate movement of stranded persons, including migrant workers, students and others. And addressing the daily briefing, the Health Ministry said progressive recovery rate noted doubling rate progressively increased to 11 days from the 1,718 new cases that were reported in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate has risen to 25.19%. 630 patients have recovered in the last 24 hours. And that's the daily briefing that came in regarding tracking COVID-19. Health Ministry said 630 patients have recovered in the last 24 hours. It's a great increase in the recovery percentage in the country as well. Union Heavy Industries Minister held a video conference with the country's top auto spare parts company at Udyog Bhavan in New Delhi. Discussion took place on revamping the auto sector. Once again, suggestions were received from auto spare parts companies. Also, demands like cut in GST, online registration of new vehicles, extension of deadline for BS4 registration were placed at this meeting. Union Heavy Industries Minister termed the meeting successful and said the discussion will take place with other ministries on the demands.
Today we had very good discussion with captains of auto industry in the Ministry of Heavy Industry. All the captains were present and they gave the scenario of the industry and importance of the industry. As everybody knows, it is mass employment generator. It's taxpayer also. Maximum GST comes from it. Then this has a contribution in GDP and manufacturing GDP, and on all parameters, and even in exports. So this industry is very important for India, and we have to bring them back on the wheels. Overall, there were many discussions and many demands of GST cut, then employment support, retail chain support, supplier support, liquidity support.
And during the meeting, the auto industry captains came up with different suggestions to ensure safety of workers as well as buyers in such times. Suggestions included batch testing, online registration of new vehicles, sanitation of selling points, 6 feet physical separation for social distancing, extending deadline for the registration of vehicles that were sold in March.
They have also put up very good suggestions, like batch testing for before joining the workers again, then online registration, then registration of before vehicles sold in March to be extended now, then sanitization of selling points, physical separator between two workers. So there were various good concrete suggestions, and everybody appreciated Prime Minister's leadership in dealing with the COVID.
The Meghalaya government on Thursday declared 10 of the state's 11 districts as green zones, allowed inter-district movement there. The decision was taken as no COVID-19 case was reported from these districts. All the 12 COVID-19 cases in the state, including one death, have been reported in the state capital that falls under East Khasi Hills district. Barring East Khasi Hills district, all other 10 districts in the state are in the green zone as they have not reported any COVID-19 cases. The inter-district movement has been allowed in the green zones on the condition that people do not transit through East Khasi Hills district. Meanwhile, the state government has identified over 10,200 people from the state stranded in different parts of the country, including some 2,500 in other northeastern states. They have been asked to register themselves online at www.meghalayaonline.gov.in/COVID or with government helpline numbers if they want to return to their homes on May 4th. That's the day after the lockdown is scheduled to be lifted. An economic activity has started in the country's first corona-free state, Goa, after getting relaxation and lockdown from the Home Ministry. Goa administration is making every effort to keep Goa corona-free. Let's see the special report from Goa.
People of Goa are relieved after getting extensions in lockdown after 21st April. Government offices have started opening, vegetables markets have opened, even shops have opened. And we can see in Goa that the people of Goa have started taking care of social distancing while shopping. And at the same time, the wheel of the economy, which has stopped due to this lockdown in the last 1 month, have started running. The district administration is also ready to help the migrant laborers who are trapped in Goa. Even some of the social organizations have come forward to help these needy migrant laborers. The biggest problem that the Goa government was facing was about the seafarers issue in Goa. But last night, there were around 3 buses which got around 65 numbers of Goan seafarers back to Goa from Bombay, and they will be quarantined in a hotel in Panjim for the next 14 days. Though at the moment Goa is COVID free, Goa government is not taking any chance and is in favor of extending the lockdown even after May 3rd. Kenzel Rodriguez, Panjim for DD India.
ITI Cuttack has developed a robot in association with Sha Robotics Lab. This robot will help frontline health workers. Union Minister Mahinder Nath Pandey hailed this effort by ITI Cuttack.
कटक की आईटीआई ने एक बहुत बेहतर सर्विस रोबोट बनाया है और पुणे डिफेंस सेक्टर के अंदर वहां चलने वाली आईटीआई ने भी एक सर्विस रोबोट बनाया है और ये दोनों सर्विस रोबोट जो इस समय कोरोना से बचाव के लिए फिजिकल डिस्टेंसिंग एक अहम कदम है उसमें बहुत ही सहायता प्रदान कर रहे हैं और ये अपने आप में हमारे आईटीआई द्वारा बड़ा उल्लेखनीय कार्य हुआ है। इसको और इस नवाचार इस इनोवेटिव आइडियाज को और बल दिए जाने की जरूरत है।
Railway Protection Force posted at Delhi's Hazrat Nizamuddin station has made a foot-operated machine that helps enhance sanitization. In addition, RPF has designed body sanitization machine. Inspector Krishna Kumar has said that as Hazrat Nizamuddin railway station falls in the vicinity of hotspot zone and hence these machines will ensure safety of RPF staff posted at the location.
हमारे पास 150 हमारा स्टाफ है तो इतनी वर्क फोर्स को सेव करने के लिए हमने सोचा कि कुछ ने ऐसा किया जाए जिससे कि स्टाफ भी सिक्योर रहे। स्प्रे बूथ बनाया उसके ऊपर जो है एक वाटर का टैंक लगाया उसमें जो है सैनिटाइजर डाला और उसमें टैप से जो है जो भी स्टाफ आएगा तो उसमें स्प्रिंकल निकलेगा जिससे क्या है कि वो वहीं सैनिटाइज हो जाएगा।
And veteran actor Rishi Kapoor, who personified the Bollywood romantic hero for 3 decades before becoming a character artist, died on Thursday after a 2-year battle with cancer. He was 67 years old. Rishi, the third generation of the Kapoor dynasty that defines stardom, is survived by his wife Neetu, actor son Ranbir and daughter Ridhima. His last rites have been performed in Mumbai at Chandanwari Crematorium. And joining us for more from Mumbai is my colleague Shama Mishra. Shama, it's a day of great grief for the film fraternity, for the nation that loves its cinema and their artist. The cremation of actor Rishi Kapoor took place a short while ago. Give us a picture of the sentiment that people are expressing, given that there is also lockdown and they can't come out and express their grief. Shama.
Well, definitely. When we heard the news and short after that, the family did come out with a statement that everyone should express their love and affection through social media and also follow and also respect the law and order situation of the lockdown that is right now we are seeing in the country. The mortal remains of Rishi Kapoor was cremated here in Chandanwadi Crematorium, which is just behind me, and under tight security. And we also saw very few of the family members were allowed. The list of the names were given to the police, and very few of the members were allowed to come inside. They were checked before they were let in. And we also saw brothers of Rishi Kapoor, Rajiv Kapoor, Ranbir Kapoor, son Ranbir Kapoor, also wife Neetu Kapoor, Saif Ali Khan, Kareena Kapoor were here, Arman Malik was here, and Alia Bhatt, Abhishek Bachchan were also here. We also saw some of the family members who were there already here before the mortal remain, before the body could come down in the ambulance from the hospital. The hospital, Reliance Hospital, is just a few distance away, few kilometers away, and that is why they chose this particular crematorium, because they wanted to do the procedure, they wanted to complete the procedure. We were also listening that the daughter Ridhima Kapoor was also given the permission to fly down from Delhi, but she could not make it here, and the entire procedure has been completed. The actor has been laid to rest, and the entire Bollywood, entire nation is currently mourning. The fans and the other followers
Right.
were also definitely not allowed to come anywhere near the Girgaon area, anywhere near this Chandanwadi crematorium. But we did see some of the passers-by, they started, crowding this place, and they wanted just one glimpse of their favorite
Right.
actor. But police ensured that there is no no one does not follow the social distancing, and everyone were allowed only from a few distance, and they were also made to stand in social distancing. Even media was again and again urged to maintain social distance while covering the
Right,
news.
Shama.
Subhendu.
Also, Shama, perhaps the loss that one and all feel for loss of Rishi Kapoor is because he connected with different generations in different ways. We remember him as a child artist in Mera Naam Joker, to a heartthrob in Bobby. Then he plays this old man in Kapoor and Sons. So his diversity, his talent, his connect with generation was truly unparalleled, and that's why the grief that one and all feels.
Definitely. For the first role that we did see was in Shri 420, where a little kid, he was just 3 years old, where he had appeared in that movie, in that famous song, Pyar Hua, Ikrar Hua. He was walking down with his brothers. Then Mera Naam Joker mein he debuted. And also then we saw Bobby, his biggest hit in those eras. And also that movie made terms and, the norms of the film industry change, because we did see the heroes at that time were macho, and after Rishi Kapoor coming into the picture, after Rishi Kapoor changing the entire scenario, many of the young heroes started coming in Bollywood industry. Also after that, many movies were there where he was portrayed as a chocolate
Right,
boy,
Shama.
lover boy, soft roles of the hero, of the protagonist. Then in the second part, we can say Rishi Kapoor
Right,
point 2,
right, Shama.
where he came and started experimenting as the character artist, and we did see he had made powerful acting. He did powerful acting in villain roles. So he has done all the
Right,
genres.
Shama. In fact, we'll
He
be
has
talking
done
more on
everything
the-
that one actor, one
Yes, we'll be
could
talking more on the
possibly
legacy
imagine.
of the great actor. But thanks very much for joining us with those updates from Mumbai. And as we talk about the legacy of late Rishi Kapoor, here's a look back at the prolific actor's life. Bollywood's heartthrob of the 70s and acclaimed National Award-winning actor, Rishi Kapoor has been a successful entertainer for over 5 decades. Born on 4th September 1952 in Chembur, Mumbai, in the Kapoor family of Bollywood, Rishi Kapoor debuted in his father's 1970 film Mera Naam Joker in a child role for which he bagged the National Film Award.
तू मैं के चली जाएगी मैं डंडा लेकर आऊंगा मैं डंडा लेकर
He had his first lead role as an adult opposite Dimple Kapadia in the 1973 cult film Bobby, and received the Filmfare Best Actor Award in 1974.
मैं आरी से कटवाऊंगा तुमने कभी किसी से प्यार किया कभी किसी को दिल दिया मैंने भी दिया
Later, he delivered many box office hits such as Rafu Chakkar, Laila Majnu, कर्ज, नसीब,
भंवरे ने खिलाया फूल फूल को ले गया राजकुंवर
प्रेम रोग, दामनी, among others. Amar Akbar Anthony, his journey continued until last year. In the past, his character roles were appreciated, especially in films like Do Duni Char, D-Day, 102 Not Out, and Kapoor and Sons. Rishi Kapoor was honored with Filmfare Lifetime Achievement Award in 2008.
चेहरा है या चांद खिला है जुल्फ घनेरी शाम क्या
He was also honored by the Russian government for his contribution to films in 2009.
तेरी उम्मीद तेरा इंतजार करते हैं
तुम पागल हो? मैं बिल्कुल चाहती कि तुम इसे छोड़ ले आओ, बिल्कुल बुरी तरह से।
Throughout his almost 50 years long career in Bollywood, Rishi Kapoor acted in over 100 films, including many hit movies in the lead and as a supporting actor. Bureau Report, DD News. The actor will be remembered for generations. Moving on, Prasad Bharati on its Twitter handle shared good news that iconic epic serial Ramayana has become the highest viewed entertainment program globally, with 77 million viewers alone as on 16th April 2020, 9 p.m. Ever since Doordarshan decided to retelecast Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana and B.R. Chopra's Mahabharat, the channel is enjoying massive viewership. The first 4 shows of Ramayana garnered some 170 million impressions according to Bark India. DD National even became the most watched channel across India in the last week of March. On Wednesday, the Wall Street Journal carried a front page story on this success story. INP Minister thanked the viewers for their continued support to Doordarshan. Now, in comparison to other major countries, death toll due to COVID-19 coronavirus in India is much lower. If we take the example of 100 deaths due to COVID-19, India's condition was not better than other countries, but India was in a better condition in comparison with the US, France, Spain, Italy and Brazil, when the death toll in the country reached 500. And now, when the death toll has crossed 1,000, India is in a far better condition. The recovery rate has increased, the death rate has decreased noticeably. This is good news for the fight against COVID-19 in the country. Most of the infected persons are recovering now at a faster pace. Arogya Setu app has crossed 7.5 crore downloads in less than a month, which is a meteoric rise in such a short span. Delhi Police has now got into the act and are urging citizens to download the app. In fact, the police personnel deployed in various nook and corner of the city are sensitizing citizens to use the app. Here's more.
Arogya Setu, the COVID-19 tracking app launched by Niti Aayog, has crossed the 7.5 crore downloads mark. The app was launched on the 2nd of April and has been rapidly growing ever since. Delhi Police, in fact, has taken a lead in promoting the app. Police personnel deployed in different parts of the national capital are encouraging commuters to download the app.
कोरोना के विरुद्ध जो मुहिम है उसको हम बड़े अच्छे तरीके से चला रहे हैं, जिसमें जैसे कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने मन की बात में भी जिक्र किया था कि हमें टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज़ करना होगा। तो टेक्नोलॉजी का एक जो एप्लीकेशन है गवर्नमेंट का आरोग्य सेतु, वो बहुत ही कारगर सिद्ध हो रहा है और आगे भी होगा। और उसके लिए हमने एक ड्राइव चलाया है जिसमें हम जगह जगह जो हमारी पिकेट्स हैं वहाँ जो सिटीज़न जिनके पास आरोग्य सेतु ऐप नहीं है, हम वो चेक करा के उनको वहीं पे वाईफाई फैसिलिटी प्रोवाइड करा के और वो एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड करा रहे हैं।
Food delivery companies have already asked all their employees to install the Arogya Setu app. The app recently got a thumbs up from Microsoft founder Bill Gates. He even lauded the Indian government for coming up with an app like Arogya Setu to flatten the coronavirus curve.
Arogya Setu app is proving to be a useful tool and useful app in the fight against COVID-19. In fact, it has crossed 7.5 crore downloads in a very short period of time. And this is a welcoming move. This is something that Delhi's police personnel are sensitizing each and every person who are currently working and going out in the streets. They are telling them, they are sensitizing them to download this app, and it is imperative that most people download this app in this fight against COVID-19 to be successful one. With cameraman Smurti Ranjan, this is Taposh Bhattacharya, DD India, Delhi.
And with that, we conclude this bulletin. Take good care of yourself. Namaskar.